Hey, good morning, you guys. Well, I guess it's morning for me here in Tokyo. It's 11 a.m. for you guys on the West Coast, 6 p.m. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So I guess I should be saying good evening. This is Happy Businessing with Suze. I'm Susan Fessenden, the founder of ProfitLogics and the creator of the 5 business questions. And every week I come online to talk to you guys about different business stuff. And I just want to encourage you guys to leave me a comment, ask a question. It could be about anything. But today I want to talk about your social media strategy and how to really elevate your brand with the stuff that I have been learning. Oh my gosh, it's been a huge learning curve, but I want to share some of the big takeaways that I have encountered lately. A little bit about me. I have 25 years of real life, legit, hands-on business management experience. And I worked in accounting to operations, HR, org dev, and ended up with a seat at the table on the executive leadership teams of companies. And I decided when I had this opportunity to start my business that I wanted to create a framework that anyone with any business of any size, stage, or industry could apply. And that is my 5 business questions. And so far, so good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm about 2 years into my business, helping small businesses grow. And one of the really important things that we do, we have the 5 business questions as our framework, but the first one is who are we? And this one is all about your identity and getting really clear as to what your purpose is, your core values, who you are, what you guys stand for. And we also include a competition matrix and we evaluate who your target market is. But once some of those key things are done and we go on to the what do we do, which is about your offerings and making sure that those are aligned with your who are we stop on a little point called brand elevation. And this is where then we focus on elevating the brand that we have now created in concept, right? And in the past in my business, I would then typically hand my client off to a trusted vendor and let them, have their brand development, their logos, their website come to life using a vendor. But I have been working with Orana Creative on my business, and Orana Velarde is amazing. And as time went on and we kept working on more and more projects, we decided, oh my gosh, let's partner up. So I have learned a lot about design and marketing and all these different things that, maybe one of the few areas that I had not done much with in my actual job career. And so she has really supplemented ProfitLogics with all of this great design and marketing perspective. And she recently wrote my last blog on ProfitLogics.com. You can check it out if you want. I meant to put a link up there. I can go ahead and make a link to it. Here we go. You guys will really enjoy it. She did a great job on this article. And I was going to use today to just kind of go over it. Excuse me. So with the foundation work that we start with the 5 business questions, the most important piece is really getting clear on who you are before you start your marketing strategy, before you start your sales strategy, and before you do your business planning as far as like annual planning or strategic planning, etc. So having that as your foundation first is really important. And what it does is it makes all of the other stuff that you do in your business so much easier because you already have that foundation, right? You know who you are, you know what you stand for as a business, and you know what you're here for, the purpose, and all of that good stuff. And so many times, branding companies and marketing companies end up having to start at square one with business owners, asking them a lot of these same questions that I ask when I work with clients on the foundation building, right? And so this works really well when you then incorporate it into an overall branding and social media marketing strategy. And so that's one of the things that we've been working on with people. And so I thought I would take a few minutes and share some of the key concepts of this article that Arana Velarde wrote. So she says, a cohesive social media strategy will elevate your brand with a strong online presence. Absolutely. Actually, I think I'll just pull this up. Why not? Why not? We'll share that screen. We might as well. It's super easy. Gotta love StreamYard. How are you guys doing? I see you guys watching. Leave me a comment. Say hello. Ask a question. I am here for you. Okay. So, the number one reason to invest in a social media strategy is to elevate your brand. Yes. So you need to do that with intention. You need to do that in a meaningful way. And taking that foundation work and then creating your plan is a really important part of that. Purpose-driven brand elevation is all about taking your small business to the next level and then sharing it with the world. And so what I wanted to talk about is what we do to actually execute on our social media strategy once we have come up with it. So typically we will meet every month and talk about what are the key things that ProfitLogics as a business wants to get out there, what's important. So we have like maybe 3 or 4 different categories of things that we're doing. Okay. So we start there and I use Excel because I'm an Excel geek, but you can really use anything that you want. But you want to kind of plan out your year. You can back it into quarters, which is what I do. And I have a couple of key themes that are going to run all throughout the year, which are, educating people in the 5 business questions, right? So you have some recurring themes in your business that you're going to always have as part of your social media work. And so for me, a lot of that is bringing awareness and education to the 5 business questions so everyone can understand what they are, how they work, how they apply to your business. And so we have one recurring social media thread that then we do design work on to determine, how to best get that message out. Okay. And this is where having a social media scheduling tool that is really robust really helps. We use Meet Edgar. And Meet Edgar allows you to create these categories and specific schedules within those categories based on all of your different social media strategies and when you want to do what. So it's pretty robust. Maybe I can show you guys the back end for some of you who haven't used it before. No, I'm not selling Meet Edgar. I just really like it. So we get together and we talk about, what are the things that we want to convey this quarter or this month. And again, we have those like 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 5 key themes, right? So one is always going to be a recurring theme, which is education and awareness about my 5 business questions. And then we have maybe 2 threads per quarter that are going to be related to promotional posts. We don't want all your posts to be promotional, right? People don't want to be sold to all the time. And so what we've tried in the past is saying, okay, one of these promo post threads that we're going to have interwoven will be for like affiliate links and things like that. Cool tools that we love to use that we want to share with you guys. And sure, maybe we'll pick up a teeny bit of, income along the way. So we do incorporate those. I'm kind of thinking about phasing them out. We'll see. But there we're doing posts that are educational, help people understand what tools we use, and they are generating a small amount of affiliate revenue, right? And then the other promotional post threads that we are doing all throughout the quarter are going to be related to what's my big push for that quarter? Am I doing a workshop? Am I doing a boot camp? Do I want to talk about my coaching engagement services? What do we want to focus on, or the social media packages that we offer? And so we schedule those in. And then from there, Arana then designs the content around what we're trying to do, but it's all very planned out. So if you start from your overall strategy and then come up with a way to execute it using these tools, you'll find that it ends up kind of like managing itself. It's really, really helpful. So your directed social media strategy helps define your target audience. Obviously, part of the who are we is defining your target audience before you're to this point. So hopefully you have been able to do that work. If not, you can reach out to me. I can help you do it as well. It can be a little bit tricky when you're talking about your target audience and knowing then what channels to use to reach them. How often do you need to post to reach them? What types of posts are they interested in seeing, right? But before you can do any of that, you really need to define who they are. For me, I'm pretty broad, and that's probably been much to my detriment in a way. I know a lot of people are really into, defining your target audience all the way down into an ideal client avatar. Hi, you guys. Thanks. Thanks for your comments. I would like to do business with you. I can't see your name on here, but I will come back and check into that. That might be a friend messing with me. We'll see. So when you're looking at your target market, you don't just want to look at who you're serving directly. And this is where I think the ideal client avatar stuff is missing a piece of the picture, okay? So you don't want to be ratcheted down so niche when you're looking at your ideal customer that you're leaving out how to actually reach them. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me try to word that a different way. So for instance, I have a client who does speaking, okay? And so she's getting speaking gigs and wants to elevate that. And so the people that are actually customers, the people in the audience at these speaking gigs, that is a target audience, right? But also, right, there's another layer to that. These companies that organize the speaking event planners, speaking bureaus and associations, booking firms and agents, right? And so there are these different layers to who the target audience really is. So you want to make sure that your strategy and that your execution on this actually includes all the layers of how to actually get to your people, not just the front line, right? The front line would be the end audience, those people sitting in the seats and watching those speaking events, right? So you want to make sure that you have a broad enough strategy that is reaching the people that you need to reach the people that you need to reach. Does that make sense? All right. So again, if you guys want to read this blog, it's great. Arana wrote it. It's fantastic. She's been doing this work for a really long time. She's definitely a veteran of design and content marketing. I'm so glad to have her a part of the team. And then when we do our social media, we also don't have it be too rigid. We want it to be a little bit fun. We want to be personable, and we want to make sure that people can reach us if they want. So we do add some call to actions, not on every single post, but if someone's looking at our post and they're like, ooh, I like how this sounds, I want them to have a way to get a hold of me and reach out and connect, right? So if you're not giving people that opportunity, you're actually kind of wasting the energy that you put into doing this in the first place, right? I don't know what's going on out there today, but StreamYard says that there's only one person watching live right now. Whoever you are, drop me a comment, say hi. This is funny. I don't know what is going on, if it's my time slot or what, or maybe I just don't look fun enough. I'm fun, I promise. But it's really funny. But another thing, and that brings me to going live, which is also mentioned in this article. I think that going live, even though I only have one person watching right now, I think that going live is an excellent use of social media and your social media investment overall. What's nice about it is I get to interact one-on-one with people when they're on, but you also get content that you can reuse, right? So I can, if the show was going better, I could download this and use that content and put it on YouTube. I could take little snippets and put it on TikTok if I wanted. It really is helpful. Sometimes screen grabs will work too. So think of that, and that way you can have an efficient social media process where you can reuse content. An engaged social media strategy creates connections, partnerships, and collaborations. Absolutely. See, I'm playing with my hair now because I'm uncomfortable. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, I think I'm just going to wind up. No one seems to be watching this, so I'm just going to get the heck off and run away, run away. Oh my God. Anyway, if you guys are interested in help on this, you can go to ProfitLogics.com, check out this blog, and hopefully that brings you some value for your business today. All right. Thanks, you guys, and happy businessing.